3, 2, 1.
Welcome
to the talk.
Hello. I am your host, Nosipo Simelane, together with
thando. Hi, people.
Yeah, and welcome to a talk with Thando and Nosi. Today we are talking about the price of eggs increasing in stores.
Girl, I just have to say, for someone who likes eggs, I'm just heartbroken. Because how do you go from paying for 6 eggs from 20 rand? Students, guys, don't have money. I personally don't have money. So what am I going to do now? There's really a lot going on there.
There really is. I haven't eaten eggs since June.
I mean, I feel like I eat eggs a lot. So I feel like now that's just something else I have to cut off my grocery list. Because I am not spending 100 and something rand, 150 rand on eggs.
We have to know though, what is increasing these prices? Out of nowhere, eggs are skyrocketing. People who have eggs are considered to be rich. It's like last year, people who had cooking oil were considered to be rich.
That's true. I think I heard it's something about avian flu. I don't even know what that thing is. I think it's something that has to do with avian flu, and I don't know what's happening with the birds, child. But yeah, I think it has something to do with avian flu.
Well, speaking on that, we found an article from IOL, and it says it does speak about avian flu, actually. So the article reads, as the avian flu outbreak worsens in South Africa, consumers are probably starting to notice the big increases in the price of eggs and chicken. That is, if they can even find some food products on the shelves.
That's really hectic because you remember was listeriosis last year with the polony and stuff. I mean, as someone who doesn't really eat polony and Viennas and stuff, I wasn't really affected. But now I know how the people who ate polony and stuff felt last year with listeriosis. And now it's affecting eggs and chicken.
Why is that things are getting expensive when we are growing up?
10 rand buys nothing now. I mean, you can get one, or maybe if you're lucky and you're pushing it, maybe 2 things. But 10 rand is literally nothing now. Like 100 rand is the new 10 rand. And imagine if 10 rand only buys you bread and eggs. Like, you're not even getting a drink out of 100 rand, you're just getting bread and eggs. Like, no, guys.
This is very sad because I love eggs, I love chicken. So the article continues to compare prices, and it says it depends on the brand of eggs. So 18 eggs at Pick n Pay ranges from 54.99 to 84.99. And usually the ones that are 54.99 are never on the shelves.
Living in South Africa right now is survival of the fittest. How do you go from eggs being 50 rand to 80 rand? I really think as South Africans, even though we complain a lot, we make a lot of noise, there's a lot going on in South Africa, man. There's really a lot going on. Like, how do we go from load shedding, no water, to food going up? Did you see cornflakes are now 88 rand, 80 something rand? It's not only eggs going up, everything is going up. Literally everything. It's not only eggs.
I don't eat breakfast anymore, honey. Breakfast is expensive. I wake up, safa, then go to class, then eat my lunch, because lunch seems like the only thing that's fine. Even dinner now is expensive.
Can you imagine that we've gotten to a point where you either have to stop eating something because it's too expensive, or you have to, when you watch movies and you get to a point where you're low on food supply and you have to ration the food. Maybe you say, okay, we're only eating this portion of food for this amount of time so that we can survive. It's giving that.
It's definitely giving that. But the question I have is, when does it stop? Will the prices go on and on and on and on forever and ever?
I don't think as a country we are ever going to get a break. I mean, Yes, they are these promises breaks, for example, like a trading union or something. I don't think we'll ever get a break. Ever. Especially with the rise of diesel and stuff like that. Everything is just going up and it's never coming down. Like, even though physics says if you throw something up, it has to come down, these prices are not coming down. I think when we start working, we will buy bread with like 30, 40 rand, maybe 50. One loaf of bread will be 50 rand. So I just think at this point, if you want to be someone who is successful in South Africa, there's no way. Especially if you're someone in middle class type of sector, there's no way we are surviving. We're already getting poor, guys.
I remember the days where I would get 200, maybe for my dad or my mom or something. Then I'd only buy things for 50 rand. Then the 200 would last me for like 3 months. Now, if I want to buy snacks for studying, because we're also students, we have to study, and I want to study overnight at the library, that 200 rand is for my snacks and my energy drink.
That's true. That's true. I mean, if we also look at the clothing sector, if you go to a place like Pep, for example, a t-shirt, a simple t-shirt, you can't get an outfit out of 200 rand now. Whereas you could have done that like maybe 5 years ago, Nyana. Now you can't get into Pep and get underwear, a good top, a good pants or skirt. Maybe a dress, yes, but 200 rand doesn't really do a lot. I mean, you can get a few things, but it doesn't really do a lot. Say, for example, me. I'm a student. I live alone. I go to Pick and Pay. Bread is what? 20 rand. Milk is what? 20 rand. You go to eggs. You get there and the prices are just staring at you. Like, how am I meant to survive as a student? Mind you, there's still family back home. I have my mom and dad and my two younger siblings, and I'm self-funded. You can imagine my parents are paying Rose University. My parents are paying rent because I live off campus. My parents are buying electricity even though there's load shedding. My parents are giving me money for food. My parents have to buy me a ticket to go back home. They still have to pay for my sister's school fees. They have to pay for their own electricity. They have to pay for their own diesel, which is also increasing. Like, it's never ending, guys. It's never ending. Like, it's not gonna stop.
This is very, very sad. People who are very simple and only want basics, basics are more expensive than ever before now. For example, if you go to, there's this store at Pepper Grove, I forgot what it is, Refinery. Refinery sells very good basics. You find a good basic top, 250 rand.
I think, sometimes they're like, just because now you're older, you're speaking a certain way and stuff. Now I understand why my parents said they would like to live, especially my mom. Now I understand why she said she would like to live in a farm setting type of place. I envy people who have farms right now because they're producing their own food. I really envy those people. And I think I should maybe make it one of my goals to have a family farm because we need it. And I think in the years to come, people who are dependent on the economy and the whole food system to feed them are in trouble. You're really in trouble. And those who do have farms, they also need to up their security because it's not looking good for the next 10 years. Unless if you're willing to rely on chemically made food that's gonna be extremely expensive. Because I feel like we are going to get to a point where we will be paying 500 rand for a packet of beef. So I really envy people who have farms right now. And I really, really want to push to get myself to that point where I am self-sufficient. I have everything on my own. Imagine if I had a chicken now, I wouldn't be stressing about eggs. Our generation is in trouble, honestly, if they think just getting a job is gonna suffice for the future. It's really not. It's really, really not. And even if you would like to start your own business, you're gonna go through so many trials and tribulations. It's not even funny. So I don't know what advice we could get. And if we do get whatever advice that we get, I suggest we hit the ground running and try to get our lives on track. We are really in trouble.
Eggs are so beneficial to the diet. Oh my God. Imagine your salad, then you have your egg in there, your boiled egg, your breakfast. Now, breakfast, the thing is, bread is expensive. My breakfast is A.
I think for now, as students, as South Africans, let's just forget about eggs for now until maybe, emphasis on maybe it gets better. But right now, we are looking at some things that people said on Twitter about the current egg situation, and Nosipo will read one comment for us.
Let's see. There's this one who said, while you are still laughing, check the skyrocketing prices of the following: eggs, maize, milk, cooking oil, bread, tomato, Pampers. At this rate, 3 years from now, South Africa will be a whole worse than Zimbabwe. Black child, wake up. Truly. Another one is like, what is happening to our chicken egg prices in South Africa? 1 egg last year was 83 cents. Now it's over 2 rand for an egg, for large eggs. South Africa.
Yeah, hey, I think one thing that South Africans are really good at is finding comedy in everything. This is not funny, but somehow they're just making it funny. This is really something that is a lot. But yeah, that was our topic for today, and we hope that things do get better. But from Thando Malope
and Nosipho Simelane,
we are signing out.